So what are we thinking, boys?
I mean, you said what you were thinking, but I think you should say it again, just so it's like a fresh conversation here, you know, for like...
Can't actually remember what I said, bro. Oh, yeah, go on then. All right, shall we... you count, we'll go 3, 2, 1 action, and then you ask what we're thinking, Luke, and then I'll say, all right? 3, 2, 1, action.
All right. Whew. Fucking hell, eh? So what you thinking, Jim? What you thinking, son?
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think, you know, me personally, it's not been going too well the last few days. But that doesn't put down the efforts of the boys previously. You know, I think if it wasn't for the boys, you know, hiding inside their houses, getting some slumber, some rest and relaxation, you know, I'd be down to carry on. Be down to stick it to these bastards. Stick it to these arseholes and show them what we can really do. But, we can't fight a war without anyone to fight alongside. You know, I spent about 6 hours today with me and one or two other people. You know, at that point, what can you do? What can you do?
I'd just like to add on to that the gang technically on paper is 30+ members deep as well. I'm sorry, Jim, I would like to let you continue.
No worries.
I'm
no
pretty
worries,
sure, ironically, we have 33 members, actually. And all of which are relative, like, pretty active, to be fair. She's just he just comes around once a month, to be fair.
But she alright, though. She alright, you know, she gets a pass, you know what I mean?
So sorry, do you think you could repeat how many members we have, Steve?
No.
I thought it was 32. How many is it?
Don't take piss.
You sure it wasn't 34? How many was it, Steve, again?
Don't take a fucking piss.
Right. Well, do you want to know what I think, guys?
Yeah, what do you think?
Or would you like to work down the line? I think you do it, then I do it, and then...
And then we get the 2 ICs.
You know, we do it like least important to most important.
No. Most important to least important.
Either way, I'm in the middle, Luke? So I'm good. I think, right, obviously I haven't been around too much for this war. You know, it's been a long war. Probably the longest this gang's had. Definitely, actually, the longest this gang's had. And it's obviously come off the back of a quote-unquote successful Hydra war. Nonetheless, we have been fighting now for 3 weeks, accurate, guys, if I say 3 weeks? Is that accurate, or...?
Something like that.
Yeah, roughly 3 weeks in total. Not
yeah. I mean, not just this war. Yeah. I mean, back-to-back conflicts. We're pushing 3 weeks now.
Pretty much.
Me bomba clad. And I think, you know, they've talk about this specific war. Like I said, I've not been around for a lot of it, so I might have a different opinion to other people. But just pop a beer here. You know, I'd like to raise a glass to the gang, the Manor. Sure, do so with me.
Cheers.
You know, I think it's fair to say
no, you didn't.
We are a strong gang, and we are not.
No way.
You know, a dog shit gang like we get called. But in this specific war, from what I've seen, I feel like the Besties do want it more at this moment in time. You know, I feel like they've got the better of us resource-wise. They're a lot more organised, and honestly, I don't want to throw shade at my gang because I'll die for this shit. You know, I love you guys. Like I said, we are not a shit gang, but I feel like it is maybe coming close to the time where we throw in the towel here. It's my opinion. You know, boys have been putting in shifts. I'd put a few shifts in. You know, PDM. Still got the MVP trophy above the fire.
Fuck me, it's been going on since the PDM fight, bro. Jesus Christ.
Since the PDM fight, bro.
Bro, that feels like ages ago, man.
And honestly, I'd just like to say that if throwing in the towel is something we decide to do, I just want you to know that the comeback will be studied. This rebuild will be studied. You know? Because there's one thing we do, it's we bounce back.
You're saying this Manor comeback will be studied, yeah?
I'm saying this Manor comeback may or may not potentially get studied in years to come. And I would also like to say that most, if not all, gangs besides these guys, when we do get into a serious, war with most, if not all, other gangs in this city, we do hold our own and we do come out victorious the majority of the time. And I ain't trying to suck anyone off, Terry likes to wind me up, say I'm a Besties lover, and I'm Ming's son. I'm neither of those things. But one thing I am is logical. And these guys are top dogs around here. I'll be honest, these guys are top dogs. I don't know how much longer this can go on.
Okay. Both valid. Then I'm going to put this to you both. But
are we getting breached?
Sounded like Zebra.
I'm having a beer then.
yeah.
Okay, I'm going out blind though.
But there's one thing to say. If I make this phone call to Forehead, and first of all, I would like your opinions on how I approach the phone call. Second of all, they're going to ask for money. It's guaranteed to be 2.5 mil. More than likely, a lot more than that.
I mean, we just got told 5 at the block.
That's Miguel. I don't care what he says, bro. He's like a Jack Russell. He can shut the fuck up.
He's like a deaf Jack Russell. Because I know the normal Jack Russell, like the running around and the yapping, but then like the deaf part plays into like they can't get him to come back.
Yes. Hold on a second. Hello.
You good?
Yeah, come to the VU.
I just woke up at the hospital, so.
All right, well, great. We all went to the hospital. We didn't wake up there. We got taken there by the PD, but it's fine. Just run to the VU. We're having a discussion.
So
okay. DJ's on the way. Yeah, I mean, realistically speaking, right? Forehead's always had his head screwed on a lot more than Miguel, but I also think he's going to be out for blood a lot more because of circumstances of the war, obviously, right? We robbed their pawn shop. We shot him down after a meeting. He's not going to be a happy bloke.
I agree.
So he's going to ask for quite a lot. Now, realistically, what do we do? Do it? This all comes back to the VU too, right? The original offer before we shot them at the meeting was they don't tax us to the VU, we pay them 2.5 mil. Which is now not looking like a terrible deal, to be honest. But we're not going to get that deal, I don't think. Issue is, if it goes beyond that, it's going to be, they're going to ask for quite a lot. Like, if they ask for more than 2.5, we don't have it, really. Well,
Depends what they ask.
We could get
definitely pool it.
We're probably going to have to pool it and then just have an IOU fucking tick for the next 2 weeks while we make everyone's money back.
Or offer them the guns plus money.
He said he doesn't care about the guns, though. Like, he literally said
Yeah, but you
that.
might take it plus money, you know what I mean?
What if I could just
You never know, it's worth offering.
Have the guns what got stolen, they're still put to one side or been used?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still put to one side.
Yeah, so it's the exact same stock. And I know that this war's got to a point where people are fighting dirty and word doesn't mean fuck all. But, you could, instead of saying guns back, I feel like you pitch it as, we'll restock your pawn shop for you.
No.
Trust me.
He was quite clear on not wanting guns because he pulled the whole, you could have swapped guns around and it might not be the same gun.
Well, nah, but I think it's worth offering it, though. He could have changed his mind.
You just rebuttal that by saying, listen, I'm trying to end this. I ain't trying to have it spark back up in a week when you get caught with a different gun. Like, I'm dead, like, this is me trying to end it right now. Like, I've got the stuff. You have to take my word. If I'm lying, hurt me.
I mean, the other thing we could, I know they've done it because of the meeting, but they have took a lot of car parts. A lot of money worth of car parts.
Yep, I'm never getting back. I've lost like a mil and a half of personal stuff there. What can you do?
I'd like to just put this on pause, if that's all right, Steve.
Okay.
Raise a glass to DJ Cooper if we can, if that's all right.
Cheers.
What do you mean?
Oh, you're dying, bro. Yeah, we were talking about just giving you to him and letting him kill you. Actual death.
See, I'd die for this gang. If that ended the war, I'd do it.
Sort your head out. No, we're just talking.
Can we
I
do
actually
that with
wanted
Deke
to-
instead?
I don't know. I'm down. What we're doing
But we want your opinions
and
the
what's
war
going
as a
on.
whole.
I mean,
And what
I'd
do you think
just
the
end
next
it,
step should be?
honestly. I wish we'd have ended it the other day, low-key. But
I mean,
like, looking back, but
yeah.
back then we weren't in as bad as a spot as we are now. I get why people didn't want to.
And the thing is,
Whatever.
even with the, if you offer him the guns, they only said like what, 19 guns were stolen or something. So,
Forehead it said 17.
well, yeah, 17 then. So you offer him the 17 guns. You could, and then you could even say you'll round it up to 30 with some of our personal guns, plus money. You know what I mean?
How much money though? At that point, you're giving them fucking 2 mil worth of guns as it is.
I don't know. That's, you know,
Well,
that's
I
for
mean,
you to
you
talk
could
about
open
with
it as a
them.
discussion, right? You could open it up as you stole a lot. Like, if their main point was you stole from us, not we don't want the shit back, it's you stole, give us money. They've also done that. And I get that they're just going to say, yeah, well, we're now winning, so who gives a fuck? But it's worth throwing it out there. You know what I mean?
Who is this now? Hello?
What's your ping, man?
46. I'm just having a meeting with the boys about this war. I'm trying to figure out a way out.
Okay,
'Cause it's not
whenever
looking
you're
good.
free, come down here, okay?
Okay, but
Things are bad. I'm dead.
okay. All right. Okay. I'll be there soon. Okay. Okay.
What's up?
We need to speed this up. Well, Brandon just called me and said things are bad. I'm dead, and he pinged me. So I need to go talk to him. Phenomenal.
Fuck Brandon, bruh.
No. What? Hello? In the fucking gang, bro.
He's some pussy, old bro. I'm trying to have a beer, bro. I mean, this one, this.
Right. What do I call him and say then? What do you think? What, do we call him with an offer? Do we call him and get him to give an offer?
I think you call him and you start off by saying, hello, mate. First of all, I would like to extend an apology for
Bro.
the shooting that transpired after the last meeting.
Let's-
Boom. And then you start, you know, trying to get him face to face in person.
Are you
and I
all
think
right?
we all go and link all that. No, I'm perfectly fine, bro. I'm good. I know when enough's enough and when you need to take one on the chin.
Yeah, just take him one on the chin and then there's bending over backwards and letting him ram you up the arse, mate.
Taking it on the chin and then taking it up the ass.
It don't matter, bro. You're asking me my opinion, I'm giving it you. You know?
You know, I think you call him, you see what he offers, and then you got to get on some £1 fish bartering, and just try and get the offer as low as humanly possible.
How do I even approach that without like giving him too much leeway to ask for something mental?
I also have a point.
One.
Should we? Okay, so we're clearly going to be paying money. Should we not be organising where this money's going to come from before we even try and make a deal?
But we don't know how much money it is.
Oh, we're going to pull it from
We know
gang
it's at
members
least
and
going
now
to
it
be
back to us.
2.5 mil, which we don't have.
We do. We do.
That's not including my money.
It is, mate.
Oh,
Unfortunately.
is it? So I've got, what have I got?
But Jim, the gang has just shy of 3 mil, but only one of it's in clean cash. So once we get out of this,
I have nothing left to give. Otherwise, I would.
yeah. Once we get
Given
out of
everything
this,
already.
once we get out of this, it's fine. Right. So I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna say, listen, you've proved your point. After the meeting.
Oh, you should call him and say, "Is this forehead from the big scary Besties gang?"
No, you should